Thank you, Javier, for the presentation. And yes, so I have like 30 some minutes to introduce you to the GSTARS project, which is one of the partner projects of this course. So let me start sharing here my presentation. So first I'll talk about the project as a whole, and then I will show you I'm sorry. Okay, can you see my presentation now, right?
Yes.
And after I will show you the one of the tools that will be used in this project. So, so the goal of this project, which is Erasmus Plus funded project, is to provide teachers and students different tools to use in STEM education. This is a project that is targeted mostly at late primary school students, but can also be adapted to secondary school students. And the interesting point here is the use of storytelling, which is a technique that is being used in many different areas of the industry and academy teaching. So it's how to employ the use of storytelling in STEM education. So briefly, GSTARS is this project that use STEAM approach to science teaching. So the difference here is the letter A, which is for arts. So science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, because we want to incorporate storytelling in teaching science subjects, especially those related with space exploration. And the partners are from 5 different countries, 4 different countries. We have from Austria, the Austrian Space Forum, from Portugal, Nucleo, from Germany, the Universitat Beirut, which is the coordinator of the project, from Bulgaria, Motivian, which is a technical software company, and from Greece, EA School, which is a primary secondary school near Athens, and Omega Technology. So these are the partners, and each partner has one very well-defined role in this project. So it started last year with the development of the tools that we are going to use, and also the pedagogical framework, the educational toolkit, and this started being implemented during this school year. So schools are being contacted in those countries to join the project, and they can also start interacting via the website that I will show you soon. So in addition of using the storytelling platform, the educational toolkit, there will also be provided an assessment toolkit for the teachers, so we can help them evaluate better to track the students' progress in the relevant areas of science education. And also at the end, all the experience will be condensed in a guide of best practice to be shared with the whole community with the conclusions of this project, which is going to last until 2023. So first I'm going to show you briefly the educational toolkit and resources which is the part that Nucleo is one of the main authors. And the goal of this toolkit is to provide the teachers background information about space and space exploration. We know that there are a lot of content on the web about space, but sometimes teachers feel challenged to know where to start looking for this information and what kind of information is suitable for their needs, for their students. And also this educational toolkit addresses which classroom activities can be employed by the teachers to tackle those subjects. And finally, how to use the storytelling techniques that I just mentioned to enhance their classes. So the educational toolkit is being developed yet. We have already a first version that is going to be used during the first year of implementation, and based on the feedback of the teachers, there will be a improved version for the second year of implementation. And what we are just finishing now to be published soon are the booklets that we'll show in a moment. But before that, I'd like to revisit this theme of the careers in space exploration. Most of you were here during Rosa's presentation in the first session, that she asked you what careers you think, what jobs you might have think of are related to space exploration. And I think you already grasped the idea that space exploration are not just for astronauts or engineers or physicists, but it's for almost all kind of human endeavor. You can have architects, you can have nutritionists, psychologists, journalists, filmmakers, all kinds of professionals can play an important role in space exploration, because this is a team effort. It requires hundreds, if not thousands, of people to put people on space. So I think this is a very encouraging message, because probably you know some student who is fascinated about space, but is not very fond of mathematics, or has more ability, has talent in humanities or any other field of knowledge that is not directly on the track of natural sciences. So I think this is really important to encourage them. Look, if you like space, if you like astronomy, if you dream of humanity in space, you can also play a role and be part of this adventure, giving your contribution in that field of action that you feel is more close to you, to your ambitions. So this is a very important message that the stars wants to pass to teachers and students alike. So the booklets that we are finishing now, that are being now in design phase, for this year, for this project in particular, the subject is the moon. We also saw during the first presentations that before we reach Mars, humans reach Mars, probably we'll be on the moon before that again. So perhaps even during this decade. So the moon will be revisited, and mankind will be back there again. And most likely there will be bases on the moon in the future. So I think this is an exciting starting point for the students to think about what it takes to go to the moon, and of course to Mars. And the point is that we need to take everything to the moon, because there's no food, there's no water, there's no air. So we need to think about all the resources that we need to take to the moon to successfully exploit this our closest neighbor in space. So the G-Stars book that contain 4 chapters. The first one is The Moon in a Nutshell, which tells the background of the moon, its importance in our culture, how it shaped our own society via the calendars, mythology, and also the interplay between the Earth and the moon on a physical basis. What is the origin of the moon, the phenomena that are eclipses, tides, the moon phases. So these are topics that most students will face in their curricula, especially during primary school. So it's very important that teachers feel confident to address these subjects in school. And this is also a very relevant point because most teachers, they don't have basic training in astronomy during their university courses. So the toolkit will provide the correct and reliable information on how to teach these subjects to the students, and to make this learning more easy for the students. We will provide some suggestions of activities, hands-on activities, both digital and old style hands-on activities that will help the teachers to pass those concepts of like moon phases or eclipses for their students. The second booklet is about a trip to the moon. So we've been on the moon before, and that was during the 60s and the 70s. It's a long time ago. Most of us weren't even born when that happened, but it was a fascinating adventure, and has really set the stage for today's space explorations. So we tell this story in this booklet and how it developed from the first astronauts to the Apollo program, what happened after, and what is the future. So the new space race that Europe is part of. And so this is the subject of the second booklet, and also along with some activities, fun activities for all ages. The third booklet is about exploring the moon. So exploring the moon is what do you know about the moon, our satellite, what kind of resources we can find there, mineral resources, the physical properties, the geography of the moon, the selenography, and also here digital resources play a major role in helping explore the moon, which we know with very big detail now, thanks to all the mapping probes that are around the moon today. And finally, the fourth booklet is called Living on the Moon, and tells what we have to achieve to successfully build a base on the moon, have permanent settlements. It sounds a bit sci-tech, far, far, far from the current capacities that we have, but the fact is that we have many works done on this subject to what we need to build a base on the moon. And probably on Mars won't be much different. So the technologies that will be tested on the moon will serve as a rehearsal for sending humans to Mars, which is a more challenging feat. And this booklet also contains some suggestions of activities to involve the students with this matter. And parallel to this discussion with the educational toolkit, teachers can involve the students in bringing what they learned in the classroom by creating a digital book. So DSTARS provides a digital storytelling platform where the students will be able to create a virtual book to tell some kind of story, because we all like stories, right? So, and storytelling is a skill that is being more and more being used to engage people, especially if people who are not very fond of science. If you start to tell us interesting story, maybe they will pay attention. So why not use this technique with kids, so they can all be involved in building an interesting story and put the content on a digital book. So GSTARS provides this platform where the teachers and students can build a digital story and share the content with the other participants of the project and also anyone else if they want. So I will show this in a moment how this platform is up to now, what kind of resources we have there. But you can add any kind of content in this platform. You can add pictures, you can add videos, links, sound, and also 3D objects. So you can use some free tools like Tinkercad to build 3D objects and put them in your story. So now I will stop this presentation and I will show you the website. So just give me a moment while I stop sharing and share again the correct window. Let me see how much time I have. I have like 5 minutes, a bit more. So it's just an appetizer. You are all invited to visit our website, and I'm going to share everything now. To get the more information and also participate on our summer school next year. So now you're seeing my screen. So this is the website. I'll put the link then at the end of the talk. So it's gstars.eu. So here you find more information about the project, and you can see here the GStars platform that will bring the link for the platform. So now I have here the platform open, and then you have the option to create a new story. So let's hope it works. It's quite fast now. So you can put here some information, so which is call ESAGTTP, just for sake of having a name. And you can create the cover for your project. So I'll put our banner here. So we can upload, and voila, we have our new book. So we can save and continue, and then once we create it, we can, I think, let me see, it's still recording. Then we have now, created twice, no problem. We can now start adding episodes to the story. So here you have this option, episodes. So here we can start creating different episodes. So I create a new episode here. So I'll be very creative and I call it episode 1. And you can choose the location of where your this chapter takes place. It can be on the Earth, it can be on Mars, it can be on the Moon, or it can be in space. So let's start at Earth. This is the order, so you can reorder the episodes later. So I'm going just to show you quickly that now when we have created an episode, assets are all the content that you want to upload. So if you want to upload images, sound, videos, you can upload here with assets. Won't have time for that now. And then we can write a story. So which is where the meat of the work goes. So let's wait a bit while it loads. It uses Unity Player. It's the engine that is behind the platform. It's the same kind of tool that are used in games, in 3D games. So it's taking a while. Sometimes it happens. But you see here while it loads that there's an option that's called prepare your rocket. So to prepare your rocket is a different screen that you can upload the 3D models of your rocket. This is taking a while it thinks. Just to show you that this is Tinkercad, which is a 3D free application that is very interesting, that you can create your models here, your 3D models, export it, and then upload on the GStars platform. So you have a ton of different 3D models. You have creatures here. So if you want to put a penguin on the moon, you can put it. an eye, or you have here this option that is vehicles and machinery. So you have this rocket. So you can use this rocket if you like this one, or you can change the color, you can add other elements, and then you can export the 3D model to the GStars platform. And also you can use some 3D models from NASA and from ESA that are also available. Not all are in the same file format. It has to be in a specific format for a platform, but there are converters online that you can try to export in the correct. So, here, at least, for instance, in the NASA web page, you can find 3D models for many of the spacecraft, and you can use it on your story. Well, just because I need to show you and my time is running out, it's not loading. I don't know what's happening here. It should be working now. Sometimes the server gets a little slow. Let me show you this other story that is like a test. So maybe you can have fun here. Yes.
No, you started a bit later. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
Gustavo. So take 15 minutes more.
Okay.
Be relaxed.
Okay. Is Adriano's here already? The next speaker? Because if he's not here,
I'm
then
here.
Yes.
okay,
You can
good,
hear me?
excellent.
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
But
good.
please take the time you need. No worries.
Okay, it will depend on the platform. If it decides to work now, I don't know.
Thanks
It's
a
I
lot,
just
Adriano.
I was testing this like oh well, the bad thing. It's an internal server error. I was playing with it just like half an hour ago. I don't know what's going on here, but let's try it just one more time. Oh, it's okay. So this, I think you, I managed to get some of your interest. But what happens here is that uh, you have a tool to play on the book that you have created, and then you can add the content and also add those 3D elements. So I think it's time now to get back to my presentation because I have some screenshots there, and that's better than nothing to show you. So let me share just one more time my keynote presentation.
Maybe during any of the breaks or wrap ups, you want to do it again. This is the demo.
Yes, yes, yes. I think we have 1 week of to be together, so I think we have time to play it again. So this is a screenshot of the 3D platform. So you can add those 3D models that I just showed. You can build on Tinkercad, or you can import from other databases and put on your scenario. It can be on the moon, it can be on Mars. You can choose the location in the planets that you want to build your base. And this is the book. So here, like you have the book with the background of your base, and you can add the elements here. Like this is a photo of the rover that you can put a photo there. You can add text, you can add a QR code, anything. So we at GStars, we think that this is a very novel form of involving students. They're also going to develop a different abilities like storytelling, using digital resources like so it's good also for digital competencies, and also of course space exploration, astronomy. So for those who are interested, you can already visit our website, gstars.eu. You can register your school. We have not started the implementation yet. It will begin very soon. For those who are in Portugal, we will have a demonstration in 2 weeks. It's an event that is being organized by Núcleo. Contact Rosa or Teresa or me during the school, so you can register to know more about GStars and other projects. And next summer, we will have a summer school in July in Greece about this project. And there's another year of implementation after that. So if you don't have time to implement it this year, you can think about the next school year and join us. for the summer school in Greece. It would be a pleasure to have you there. So I think we have a very more interesting talk after I finish. So I'm going to stop by now. Thank you for your attention. So here are our website, our contacts. Follow our social media at Núcleo, GTTP, myself, everyone else. So thank you all. And if you have any questions, I'll be here during the whole course. So you can always contact me to know more about GStars. Thank you.